Hello, guys. I want to break down why today's match did not go well. So, Ancelotti wanted to play 4-3-3, uh, which did not work at all because you have no playmaker. And, well, what I mean by this is that you have um, you have Bellingham, who's more like a segunda volante. Uh, so he comes deep to get a ball, but once he gets it, uh, he, he likes to press up higher, like higher up the pitch, uh, into the final third. So he's pretty aggressive type of defensive midfielder, I would say, because he can either play defensive midfielder or uh, left wing or shadow strike. But let's say he played this role because he used to come deep, very deep, when Arsenal was trying to expose our defense. He was supposed to be there because there was no cover whatsoever. Because you have Vinicius, who tends to just wait for the ball. And you have also Mbappe. They play essentially the same position, they just swap with each other. So we have Bellingham who has to cover this area, right? You have Valverde who's box to box. So he likes to tackle hard around this area and come like drift towards inside area of the pitch. Or he can just basically be everywhere. But it is just essentially box to box, so you know how the position works, how the role works. I mean, so we have two hard-working midfielders, and what I want to also like it's a little disclaimer. Bellingham used to play as a shadow striker in the previous season for Real Madrid, and why? Because they did not have a nine beside Joselu because he was just a substitution. So Bellingham was shadow striker, and he did not have to work that hard because you had Valverde, you had Tchouameni, you had Camavinga as well, but Camavinga was suspended, so he could not play. Anyway, there was a plan, right? They were trying so hard to play for Bellingham, who was shadow striker, with great, like he has great anticipation, uh, and he knows where to go. He knows how to move off the ball as well as on the ball, but he does not have vision or composure, I would say. I mean, he does have it. He's intelligent, but he's not that intelligent that could make him a playmaker whatsoever. He's more like a segundo volante or box to box, even, I would say, or shadow striker. But since ever since arrival of Mbappe, he did not have to play shadow striker. He also was consistent because he was playing like there was a clear plan from Ancelotti. So we like Bellingham and whole team knew what to do. Hence, high numbers coming from our British boy. But the thing is now he's not playing shadow striker regularly. I think Ancelotti tried to play him as a shadow striker when we confronted Barcelona, but it didn't work at all. But it's just my speculations. I don't know if it was really the plan. Anyway, um, in this season, you have Bellingham, who's box to box slash segundo volante. He's is not supposed to be a playmaker who either dictates tempo or spray passes, uh, like actual intelligent and clever passes. When he goes high, he tends to play through balls. He likes to do that. He likes to shoot as well. He's very physical and he's very technical, but he's not essentially a playmaker. Playmakers in Real Madrid currently you have Ceballos, you have Modric, and Arda. Bellingham is not a playmaker. If he's higher up the pitch, he's either shadow striker or he has just kind of free role as a attacking midfielder, and he's not a player who you would play around. Yeah, that's how I would say it. I would call it. I mean, sorry. Um, and so you have Bellingham, who's hardworking. You have Valverde, who's also hardworking. He can either, like in this particular season, he can either play as a box to box, which does not make sense if you have Bellingham, who's also playing kind of box to box. Um, but he's from the right, and he's either this or he's playing on the right back, but he's more of a fullback in Ancelotti plan with a tendency to play as inverted wingback, which you could have seen in Guardiola tactics, because he likes to drift like from wider positions. He likes to drift inside, mm, and he likes to go higher up the pitch to either go for some risky pass or try to take a long shot, which you already know, I suppose. Uh, so, also, third guy, Chouameni. Um, as you can see, Chouameni in this like tactic played in the middle, but Chouameni is not a player who dictates tempo. He is kind of ball winning midfielder, and he's okay. Don't get me wrong, he's a hard working player. Yes, I agree, but he's more of a static version. Uh, he likes to be in this area of the pitch, right? Um, he likes to just tackle in the middle area. He likes to stop opposition from counter attack or build up play, and he can either go for a long shot, which is Valverde strong asset. So Chouameni doesn't have to. I mean, Chouameni has got good long shot as well, but Valverde is more consistent. Um, so his kind of like static version, his central midfielder, who he's not deep player. He's not like here. He's not playing here. Uh, Maybe later, but for now, I think his role is central midfield, kind of static. So either central midfielder on support or ball winner midfielder who is supposed to stop opposition from attacking and get some good tackle and pass the ball. But he's not a playmaker either. Uh, he tends to give regular passes, I would say. So he doesn't have this vision. He doesn't dictate tempo. And I don't know what Ancelotti wanted to do because you see, I think, I only think because this is just my speculation, so you don't need to agree with everything I say, but you already have three midfielders exposed roles, and none of them is a playmaker. So, um, how are you supposed to spray some passes to Mbappe, Vinicius, or Rodrigo, who tends to go deeper out of these three attackers? You don't have anybody. And the solution is either you swap Bellingham or Valverde, not Chouameni, because Chouameni has got a crucial role, and it's very good role against Arsenal, who can counter attack and play build up like from the back. So he's crucial here. You have to either get Bellingham to play shadow striker or get rid of either Bellingham or Valverde, which would not make sense because Bellingham is a star player, Valverde is consistent as hell. So, what to do? You could either get rid of Vasquez and swap Valverde so he could play right back. Excuse me. Um, and he would be kind of inverted wingback who would drift wide a lot. And then you would have Modric, who's who could be playing as a Roman playmaker. So he could be either here, trying to help Valverde. I mean, Valverde would actually be a cover for Modric. Um, and he could also play in a so-called advanced role because you have Chouameni as a cover. And you have this cover. If Modric decided to play higher up the pitch, Chouameni would cover it, potential counterattacks, I mean. And then you would have Alaba, Rudiger, and Asensio playing as three central back combo. Mm, and you have Bellingham, who could play higher up the pitch and didn't have to recover that much that often. Uh, who who would be able to play maybe like on the left wing to provide width because Vinicius is inside forward, same as Mbappe, so they would just swap. Uh, you have Chouameni who covers central area of the pitch, so he would stop the counter. And even if it doesn't, you have three central back combo, like I said, a Valverde who can recover really quickly, and Bellingham could like help on the left side of the pitch. So Alaba could play more of a central defender, or the central midfielder. I'm sorry, with the central back combo of three guys. So Bellingham could like go deeper, right? Because Vinicius wouldn't play deep, and that would be a solution as well. And where is okay? Okay, here's Vasquez. Okay, I forgot because it would be Modric. And if Modric played deeper, then then Valverde wouldn't have to go back, or Bellingham wouldn't have to go back. But let's say Valverde is here still. Mm, okay, Valverde is here. So if you don't get rid of Vasquez, you need to get rid of one of three attackers. And it would have to be Rodrigo because he's on the right wing. And instead of Rodrigo, you would have Arda Güler, who is a player with great anticipation, vision, and composure in the final third. And why it would work? Because then you don't have to play actual playmaker in the middle, as let's say Modric, who would be Roman playmaker, or Ceballos, who would play deeper. But then you would have to change it all. Uh, he would just tend to play deeper, so Bellingham could go high up the pitch, and he would have provided cover, and he would dictate tempo. I'm talking about Ceballos now. But let's say Ceballos is just has just recovered from injury, so doesn't have this much rhythm. So let's say you put Giller instead of Rodrigo. Vasquez tends to overlap a lot, right? He likes to overlap. He likes to drift wide, and higher up the pitch. Um, so, uh, so because of that, instead of Rodrigo, you would have Arda Güler, who could sit narrower, and Vasquez would do uh, consistent overlaps, and Giller would be able to spray some crucial passes to Mbappe or Vinicius or Bellingham, who would be playing as a more advanced midfielder role. I mean, like attacking midfielder. And then you would have actual playmaker. But because Ancelotti is coaching us currently, we have we have like this combo. And yes, don't get me wrong, Rodrigo is awesome, but you would have to get rid of somebody. Uh, and Rodrigo is really good because he comes deep to get a ball. He helps defense, helps to recover. And Vinicius and Mbappe are more of a lazy players. I mean, not lazy players, but they like to wait for some passes or long throws from central backs so they can run behind and try to beat offside trap. And Rodrigo is kind of playmaker in this scenario, I would say, but I don't see him as a playmaker. He's great at set pieces. He can take corner kicks, he can take free kicks, but he's not a typical playmaker. He's also attacker. So you don't have anybody who could do something. And Ancelotti's plan is to let players free will and let them decide what they want to do. But the thing is, you are clearly lacking a playmaker, somebody who's got like great vision, you know, like not ordinary passes, not some attempts to to give through balls or like take risky passes. No, you just need somebody who's got flair, vision, composure, and you don't have anybody here on the pitch. So that's why we lost against Arsenal. Also, I want to say that Ancelotti, I think he tried to play for set pieces because you have Rodrigo who's great at taking them, but Arsenal is the best at it. Like they are currently the best team to take set pieces or to defend them. So you can't really overcome it. I mean, you cannot overcome Arsenal at this point. So it does make sense. You have no idea what to do. Players have no idea. And also the paradox is that you have Chouameni, who's hard-working midfielder, but he's like static one. You have Valverde, who's hard-working. You have Bellingham, who's hard-working. And the paradox is we did not press at all. We did not play as a team, as a collective. We did not try to actually chase the goals, chase the opportunities. We did not because we lacked some mentality. There was some mentality issues for sure. So players did not know how to commit to this game, how to try. They they could not believe they could do that because there was no idea. Hence, lack of presence. You like there was a lot of time times excuse me, there was a lot of times where we did not press and Arsenal had the ball and we did not try to recover, we did not try to get the ball back, we did not want to regain possession. We didn't have a plan, and even though you have three hard working midfielders, none of them is gonna press because they don't know the roles. They don't know what to do. They like there's nobody who would dictate it on the pitch. So they were like lost in the game on the pitch. So I guess I exposed. I mean, it was just my honest, subjective opinion on how Ancelotti approached the game. Mm, I hope somebody watched it till the end. If you do watch it to the end, then I appreciate it and have a good night. See ya.